Is awesome. Hey, so y'all been on social media for the past couple of days, man, and I went on Tony's podcast and did a great interview, and that was one of the first times publicly I talked about how God has blessed me, and I'm so excited about God's blessing. That's the only thing I see it as, because I went through so much in 2023, losing Brandon, and God just saw fit that He gave me double for my trouble. Now, I remember going out here serving, and I always talk about this because I remember that Wednesday with my son's clothes in the car on the way to the funeral home. It was dark, cold, and raining that day. That I said, I'm going to go to the Salvation Army and I'm going to serve the homeless, because I wanted to show God that I was faithful. And I believe that everything worked in God's order. And God don't make no mistakes. And I don't ever question God no matter what. And I found out last year, right around this time, that I was the father of two beautiful 4-year-old at the time when I found out, identical twin daughters, Allison and Alyssa. And it was just awesome. And man, when I tell you, that was the first time I seen the sun go back to its original color. Because when I tell you it was dark, and I was just in a real dark place, because I didn't really feel my son's death until the 1-year anniversary, because that's when I felt it. You understand what I'm saying? When it happened, I was too busy making arrangements and making sure I was protecting my other children and protecting my mother and my nieces and my nephews. It was a lot going on. And then right after I started to calm down, I was back on stage and back on the radio. But boy, when that 1-year anniversary came around, I went to Florida. I was behind Hollandale Beach Boulevard, going to therapy twice a week, going to physical therapy because I was having some real bad back issues. And listen, it came down on me. And then the infamous Club Shay Shay interview came down all at the same time. And I felt like I wanted to just crawl under a rock and die. I was demonized by people, and I just felt bad. And I was suffering a loss. I felt like I was kicked out of a fraternity. I felt like at my lowest, I was really suffering to the point of depression, to the point of like I really wanted to die. And then God just told me to just be still. He said, don't move. He said, I got you. And I'm saying this in this manner, in this way, because I want everybody to know, and I want everybody to understand that if God do it for me, He'll certainly do it for you. God that we serve is a kind God, is a just God. And I'm talking to people that are only talking to the people that think positive and that really believe in God's vision, and that really believe that God will make a way, that God restore, that God will fix. You know what I'm saying? And I found out about about my girls, man. I immediately went into action, did all the right things, made all the right moves, did what I had to do, did what I was supposed to do. My daughter's mother is absolutely awesome, a great, respectful woman. And we're not going to get into somebody stand up in church and say they got a new car. Why can't you just shout for the new car? Why can't you just shout for that person don't have to walk to church anymore, or ride the bus to work? Why do you need to know how he or she got the car? And it's a certain demographic of people that don't care about stuff like that. But some people look at it as strictly as how I said it, as a blessing. And I have them here with me this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Allison and Alyssa Smiley. Good morning.
Good morning.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
Okay. What do y'all want to eat today? What are we eating today?
Cereal.
And what else were we eating for dinner? You got to talk.
I welcome you guys back in here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So Rickey Smiley has
Mike,
been in celebratory mode ever since we entered the new year, right from the end of last year. And according to the information we are getting, he got to know that he is the father of two beautiful twin daughters. He fathered from the ex-girlfriend he had just a couple of years ago. But of course, right about now, where the tea is, it's that Rickey, as he announced that he just found out that he had twin girls, the ex-father of the twin girls is coming out to speak, and he has a lot to say about Rickey allegedly knowing about these twins just from way back. The twins are 5 years old. And from the video we've seen from the ex-father of these twins, he came out, a very broken man, a very heartbroken man, coming out to say that Rickey knew about these twins. And it seems the lady, while they were still dating, while they were still in the relationship with this woman, this lady must have cheated on him, with Rickey Smiley. Of course, so many commenters came out and said, man, the lady, from a later note, the lady, he could only choose men who will look alike, because when you happen to look at the face of this man, he really looks exactly like Rickey Smiley. And some commenters were in support of him, saying that women are doing all these things to hurt men, and it seems they're just always cheating in relationships. But of course, others are coming out to celebrate with Rickey Smiley, because, man, having lost his only son, that is Brandon, just a couple of years ago, now seeing him becoming happy again, having received the very great news that he is actually the real father of these twin girls. It's really something to celebrate. Of course, I congratulate him, and I'm happy for him, because, man, he went through a very difficult time that in the year, was it 2022, I think, 2021, 2022, I think, when he lost Brandon through mysterious circumstances. The 56-year-old came out and shared that the girlfriend reached out to him with the news that he's the biological father, having done the DNA. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, brother Rickey Smiley. And I hope, the fatherhood with these newly launched twin girls becomes really awesome. And of course, I'm really happy for you as a man.